Hey guys, welcome back to Vinceville Custom. So today I'm sharing with you the final Supergirl custom statue, Linda Danvers, that I made from the Sideshow Collectibles Dark Phoenix statue. So I did a 10-part series on that, and we ended off on where she was pretty much finished up. I just didn't have the cape installed. So this is the final video of those series. We're in the photo studio now, so you get a better picture of how she looks and better lighting and all that stuff. So I had to put the cape in. It was a little tricky. We're kind of getting a little bit closer. I'll explain that. But if you guys really want some detailed information on this item, you can check out those 10-part series. I go from the very beginning to the end of all the items that I used for it. So it's pretty interesting if you're just kind of curious what one-of-a-kind statue goes into when you make a custom. So you can pretty much see how she's looking now with some better lighting. You know, the blonde hair isn't as blonde. Maybe it is in the camera. I'm not really too sure. But we got some highlights. We got some dark areas here and there. You know, I didn't want to make it too platinum blonde, but I didn't want to make it like bright yellow. So it kind of went with those middle ground. You can see the face. We got the Archer fine transfer eyes in there. We got nice natural lips for her. The skin tone was a lot of fun to work on with this one. Superman symbol in the shirt, that was pretty cool. So now you can see what she looks like with the cape in, and I really wanted to go with that look where, you know, you see all these like Kryptonians or other people with capes where it's kind of like tucked into the shirt in a sense, in a way, and then it kind of goes over. So I wanted to follow that look where this is kind of tucked in over there in a way like that, and it was a little bit tricky because I had to do it off camera. What we'll do is we'll get up a little bit higher for you guys, and then we'll go down a little bit so you can kind of see. So what I had to do is I had to do it like off camera, and I had to do a practice run, even though, because I didn't want to scratch up any of the paint or anything. So what I did is I had this kind of like flopped up high this way, and I tucked this in there, and then I practice run it over here, and I tucked that in. So it gave me an idea of how far it was going to go into those holes I sculpted, and then how much glue, because you don't want to put too much glue in and it starts seeping out, but you don't want to put enough, a little bit of glue where it only connects to one part of the cape and then it falls out down the line. So I had to kind of practice it, and I had to use a nice clean dentist tool that I have and push it in. So I did this one first, and then I wrapped the thing around, put some glue, and I put it in there. So now it feels more like that comic book look. Now the only problem with doing it this way, one-of-a-kind statue works. If you're going to produce like, you know, 5,000 Supergirl statues or Superman statues, this might be kind of hard. So you have to design it in a way where the factory can be sewing the capes, and then the design is where the head kind of clips into the upper body and it connects to the cape. But this is a one-of-a-kind, so it kind of works out. So, but the only, you know, the good of this is it looks really cool, and it looks like it's part of the sculpt and it's tucked into the shirt. The bad is it's attached for good, and the only way you could get it out is you rip it out, touch up the statue, and make another cape. It's just, it's either or, but one-of-a-kind, you get away with it. So it does have a wire in it. It does, you know, you could kind of bend this around. You know, I don't want to bend it too much. I mean, because any kind of wire, if you over bend the stuff, it'll go. But I like superhero statues with a cloth cape. I like the cloth cape on superhero statues. I'm not really a fan of sculpted capes, but I don't like cloth on the whole statue. I like to see the sculpted anatomy, the body, but a cloth cape, or, you know, maybe like a belt, like a leather belt, like, you know, you just cut a piece of leather, stuff like that's okay. It's kind of like my preference. So that's kind of what I went for this. But other than that, she's all done. I mean, it's just a lot of fun. She's really bright. You know, she feels like that 90s Supergirl look with the bright white, the blue, the red cape, the, you know, the skin. Nice just clouds for her to be flying up around. And just ran with it. So the whole goal was to keep it like streamlined, not to make a crazy base, just to make like the focus on her. I like sort of action poses like this with a little bit of a base telling a story without having a humongous base and this little statue on it. I like to focus on the figure more and simple base. I don't even mind if the base is like smaller in scale than the item character, but still tells a story, because you can put more items on your shelf that way. It's kind of just a preference. So, I mean, there you go. That's the finished Supergirl. I mean, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you saw the whole 10-part series, if you enjoyed them. I'm going to be putting her up for grabs on my website in the for sale section, because the whole idea is some of these side projects that I do, I want to do some upgrades on cameras. I want to get a new camcorder for next 2019, and I want to upgrade my computer and get better video software, so hopefully I could get more detailed videos. So hopefully this will start funding those projects for next year. So that's the whole goal with this project. So if you saw the whole series, let me know in the comments if you enjoyed them. Hopefully we can pick up another project soon, and I could do another work in progress series of a custom from beginning to end as well. And then hopefully next year we'll have some upgraded equipment, and then we'll go from there. So thanks for watching. Appreciate if you saw the whole series, and we'll be back with some more videos.